Hello, everyone. Welcome to The Final Assessment, a podcast about evil. I'm Jean.
I'm Victoria.
Today, Season 3, Episode 9, The Demon of Money.
Ha ha ha.
Yeah. Kristen is at Kurt's. She's still trying to process this death from last week that she had witnessed. The dog is sneezing. You done? Okay. She blames herself for not warning the wife. She also was hung up and it was her egg.
Yeah.
She says, okay, part of her was relieved because she didn't really want another woman to carry her egg.
Yeah.
And, okay, which is a horrible thing to think, but like Kurt says, like, it was just a thought, right? Like, and she's like, she's horrified at herself. I was like, I understand being horrified at yourself, but the fact that you were horrified at yourself is a good sign. It means you still have the capacity to be horrified
Yes.
at a terrible thing. Because Kurt's like, well, it's just... Because Kurt's like, well, you know, it's just a thought. She's like, yeah, my thoughts are getting, like, really bad. During which, this part, she also admits that, you know, sometimes it crossed her mind that Andy might never come back from the Himalayas, and that might be easier. That might make things a little easier, you know.
And then Kurt says maybe we should be doing weekly sessions.
Well, her specifically, she thinks she's wishing for things that are coming true.
Yeah. I mean...
Maybe.
We'll see.
We'll see. She does notice that Kurt has a cut on his hand. She's like, what happened to your hand? He's like, well, I cut my hand. I cut it shaving. And she's like, the back of your hand. He's like, well, you know, you get old. I'm like, okay.
Whatever, dude.
Sure. Yeah, Kristen's not really into the weekly idea.
She's like, I'll think about it and let you know.
David calls, and so she's like, well, I'm heading out. I gotta take this call. And she starts David. She was walking down the hall talking to David. She hasn't left Kurt's office yet. I mean, she's outside of actual office, but she's not outside of the bigger office. And she's walking away. She hears him, alouette, you know, alouette, something. What the fuck? Yeah, she's not I don't think she's coming back for weekly sessions.
Not after that.
So they've gotten called to a marina, the marina. There's a yacht. There's this man aboard the yacht. He is very paranoid. He says there is a demon out there. He keeps asking them what you saw outside, and they're like, just a yacht. I mean, like, what? He's
Nothing out there.
Nothing there. But he's like, no, there is a demon out there. He's been trying to get me. He's coming to a bunch of money, right? Not clear how quite yet. He's on the yacht. He's drinking an $11,000 bottle of wine.
Yep.
He says he tithes to the church and he's devout. But what happened all his life, he had basically just been like a working class person. He had saved money and put little investments here and there, and just one of his investments just hit big.
Yeah.
Which is fine, but ever since then, he's been getting this dark figure. It looks like just somebody. It looks like a person
Dressed in all black.
and yeah, like a hoodie and stuff. But he's got security footage of this thing coming up onto the pier.
Yes.
And it's weird because it looks like it kind of glitches, like in frames, and then like it'll, as it walks under lights, the lights go out. And he said, and he's got it where it was like it came onto the boat, and it was going up and down the stairs from the deck to his cabin, all night. He said he could hear it, like the security footage cut out, but he's like, I could hear it all night.
Going up and down and up and down.
Yeah. So Ben's like, okay, well, look, this is what we'll do. I'll hook my phone up to your security system, so if it triggers, I can see it, and we'll figure out what's going on. David gets, of course, called away by his friend, by LeConte, because Grace needs him. This is a very funny situation. He goes to the church. They are bringing in all these pool toys for Grace.
Crazy.
She's she's kind of sitting at this table, and they're I guess they think like she just performs on command, and
yeah,
and that's why they're bringing all this stuff in, and he's like, no, that's just not going to be how it works. But she and David go get like on this little stage or whatever, kind of away from everybody. They're kicking this beach ball back and forth. It's very funny.
Yeah.
So he's got this little, the security band he had on from
The yacht.
And she's like, oh, she goes, something about that is connected to one of the sigils. So there's a crack in the case. All right, so they bring the sigil to the guy on the yacht. They're like, have you ever seen this before? He's like, yes, I have. That's he's got a pen, like a pen that you write with. He had been for years. He had been a bank teller, and that's what he had been doing when this happened. It was a pen that had a customer had given him. The customer's name was Tamara Hale. She's a day trader, and so when we cut to the next scene, we see like the outside of this huge mansion, and you hear this woman talking about how proud she was of buying this house. And then you cut to the inside of like this shitty underfurnished apartment.
Yeah.
And you're like, wait a minute.
What just happened?
What just happened? She also reports that she had been getting followed. She had also had some investments. When they started doing really well, she started getting followed by a shadow too. And it stopped after she gave away everything.
All of her money.
Everything. In her house. She gave away this huge mansion.
Yes.
And she feels much better now.
She said it was the only way to keep the demon away.
Right. And she figured it out because her uncle had told her.
Yes.
Because he had gone through the same thing.
Yes.
So they go visit the uncle. And his face is all bandaged up. You're like, I wonder why his face is all bandaged up. Right? So he tells his story that he had bought stock in this company called DF. Right? And he was getting stalked, and this demon hissed in his ear, give it all up. Give it up. And he understood that to mean like all of the money he had made from the stock, right?
Yep.
So he did, which included his nose and
his eye,
one of his eyes, and his wife's breast implants, which was what killed him.
Yes.
And the sigil is the logo for DF.
Yes, it is.
Okay, I have another question here. We keep talking about the demon of things, right? This is the demon of money. So we had talked about when they had the demon of sex, I was like, the demon of sex I wasn't clear about because I'm like, what's it trying to accomplish?
Yeah.
It seems to be going back and forth. The demon of parenthood, it felt like, well, we're just kind of calling everything the demon of something because it was more of the dark side of a parenthood situation. Right?
Yeah.
This is the demon of money. I'm like, wait a minute. The demon of money, the demon. The demon implies that it's evil, but it's telling people to give away all their ill-gotten gains. So give away all your money. That sounds like a thing in the Bible, right?
Yeah, but
tell people, give it all away.
You give your money away to the evil people, they can take over.
But they're not giving it away to evil people, necessarily. We don't know that.
We don't know that.
I don't know. Anyway, but it just seems like the demon of money, wouldn't it be more, it makes sense.
Giving money.
It would make more sense to me if they're saying, like, they're just investing in a company they don't know anything about. Well, if it's like, well, the demon of money is like, well, I will give you, like the movie The Box, you'll get $1 million and some random person will die. You just don't know who.
Yeah.
I mean, like, okay, yeah, give me $1 million. I don't care if a random person dies. Like, that seems more on point than this.
Yeah, it does. It actually does, yeah.
But anyway, still, this is our story. They go to the yacht, back to the yacht guy. They're like, this is the deal. Like, this is what worked for everybody else. They just gave everything away, everything they bought with their DF dividends. He's like, well, okay, that doesn't work for me because I have hair plugs. And you're like, dude, come on. So,
yeah.
Okay.
And his mom's hip implant.
That's a little more complicated.
Yeah, it is.
So he's like, well, I don't, what am I supposed to do? Like, there's nothing I can do. I'm going to say, well, give everything away. You know what you do? You start a GoFundMe, say my mother needs a hip replacement.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you about your hair plugs, but Kristen is going to, so they're like, well, we can't make him do anything. We can just tell him what we learned.
Yes.
So Kristen's going to tell him, like, maybe you need to talk to someone. She's about to give him Kurt's card. Then she's like, I will call you with a referral.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, Kurt might not be the guy here.
The guy anymore, yeah.
Ben is bringing Karima, his sister, into this again. He's showing her the footage How does he make... Basically, his question is, like, the most compelling thing to Ben is, how does he make the lights go out when he walks by them?
Yeah.
And she's like, well, it's a Wi-Fi circuit breaker, right? Makes sense.
And
Okay.
she thinks maybe the lights are on a timer. She thinks the lights were on a timer.
Yeah, which makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so in the meantime, all right. Okay, Grace has stopped talking to the Vatican guys.
Yes.
And David's with her. David is trying to explain to the Vatican guys, like, she loves children. She should be around children. That will help her.
Yep.
And his idea is, Kristen's got, hey, I know where we got some kids.
Well, we got 4 we can put you with.
We got 4 we could put you with. The girls who obviously he's thinking of, they're watching a video of this, the guy that Kristen had beat up in the supermarket that had demanded an apology a couple episodes ago.
Yep.
There's basically a super cut of him on YouTube just harassing women. Like, that's what he does.
Yeah.
Right. In the middle of this, David calls and he's like, hey, would you mind some guests? And Chris is like, well, no, but it's my birthday and we have a tradition for my birthday.
Yep.
The tradition for her birthday is going to a Chuck E. Cheese place. It's all
It's
ball
like
pits.
Chuck E. Cheese. It's just all ball pits.
It's all ball pits and pizza, which sounds great. And so that's the tradition. So they all go there. Grace is hanging out in the ball pits with the girls. They're having a good old time. I think is it Laura that asks about when Andy's going to be?
Yes.
And Grace assures her, your father is going to be home next Thursday.
Yes.
That's it. And in the middle of this, she gets some kind of inspiration, and she's like, "I gotta go. I need something to draw with." She's come to the ball pit with these priests that are also dressed like Secret Service agents.
Yeah, they're like her little entourage.
Yeah. And they see her getting out. She's getting ready to draw. She's like, okay, but they like circle her.
Yeah, the girls circle her.
It's what she draws. She ends up drawing. It's a piece of another sigil. When they bring this back to LeConte, David is explaining to LeConte, you're asking her to accommodate you. You need to accommodate her. And my thought was, yeah, because if they believe she is an actual prophet, a prophet of God. And so for you to say, we want the prophet to accommodate us, what you're saying really is we want God to accommodate us. We want God to perform on command.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yes, it's very crazy.
Yeah. But LeConte gets it, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. So anyway, Kristen. Okay, so Kristen, when she had caught Kurt doing the Alouette thing in his office, he had explained his book that he was writing to her.
Yeah, crazy.
That's like, the Alouette helps me. I'm like, how can any words? But anyway. So he asked her to read what he's written so far.
Yes.
So she's like, okay, fine. So she goes home. She gets her marg out, going to read the book. She opens it up. It's all just
backwards.
She's like, I don't have time for this.
Yeah. She's like, no, we're not doing this. No, thank you.
I'm drinking. I'm trying to read this while I'm drinking.
Yeah.
But when the girl comes down and sees it, and she opens it up and sees it's backwards, and she's like, oh, she holds it up to the mirror
and starts reading it.
And and it's a story about a beautiful mother and her 4 beautiful daughters, and she's like, oh, that sounds like us, let's go. When she brings it, runs upstairs with the other girls. Ben, in the meantime, gets an alert on his phone. There's been a breach at the yacht. He turns it on. He looks. The demon has gotten into the cabin.
Yes.
Ben scurries over. Guy is dead, like big dead, face down in the water, dead.
Yep.
So everybody, they got to regroup now. So they failed. The guy's dead.
Assessment over. Kristen does ask them, do we continue to assess when the person we were assessing dies?
I mean, yeah, that's a great question. But they're going over what they know. The police believe that this was staged for insurance purposes, which my question was then, okay, so the insurance money is insurance money. It's not DF money. But if he bought the policy with DF money, does that count as proceeds from DF? And like if it goes to his family, will it then curse them?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Ask the demon.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they're having this discussion, and they're getting ready to go into the house, and they're like, you have to act surprised, to Kristen. So you have to act surprised. She's like, what are you talking about? Well, the girls have said that this whole ball pit thing, that's really for them.
Yes.
Yes, that you're right, girls. The ball pit is not for the 40-year-old woman. It's definitely for you. But so they wanted to do something for Kristen, so they're going to throw her a surprise party. So she goes in there. She acts surprised.
Yep.
Grace and her entourage are there.
Cheryl's there.
So Cheryl's there, and like I was saying, the one thing about the show is I think sometimes it gets so random and so abstract that it loses its tension.
Yes.
And to some extent, I can understand where sometimes it's on purpose, but sometimes it feels like there's big stakes, but I don't feel them.
Yeah.
And I don't feel any tension or threat.
Yeah.
I do feel the tension or threat in this exchange between Grace and Cheryl because we know what Cheryl's about, but Grace doesn't.
Yeah.
And you don't know what Cheryl's motives are to going to Grace, but you suspect they're not very good.
Yeah.
And at first, Cheryl's very charming, and everything seems to be going well. But Grace very quickly is like, you can tell she's got bad vibes from Cheryl.
Yes.
And Cheryl does not seem to be clocking it yet. But then Grace says, you know what, I won't blame you for what happens tomorrow night.
Yeah.
And, okay, Cheryl, and then she kind of walks away.
Yes.
And Cheryl gets this look on her face. So at first you don't know how to read this look. But then as the story unwinds, right, you realize at that moment what happens tomorrow night has not been, it's not in motion yet.
Yeah.
So, and Cheryl, ultimately Cheryl may or may not know what happens tomorrow night, what's going to happen tomorrow night, but at this point she doesn't.
Yeah.
There's no way she could know. Because it's like I said, it's not even in motion yet. It's not even like a seed in its father's testicles yet, you know?
Yeah.
So this look she gets on her face, I think, is more of, okay, two things is she sees something about me. She knows I'm not a great person. Like, she knows there's something off about me. But also, like, her realization that whatever she had planned to get into, figure out what was going on with Grace is not going to work because Grace has sniffed her out.
Yep.
And so Grace goes in. She's kind of getting away from the crowd. She goes into the kitchen with Kristen. And Kristen wants to... Okay, so the first season, Grace had told Kristen that Laura's heart was going to...
Get better.
And it did.
Yes.
So now she asked her about Alexis. She's like, Alexis has some behavioral issues that may become a problem going forward. And Grace tells her, no, she's a good girl, but she just needs to be protected from making bad choices, basically.
Yes.
I'm like, yeah, but that's what the Vatican was trying to do. Not that I'm taking up for the Vatican, but that's what they were really trying to do. But, you know, I can't hurt Kristen's feelings, right, David? You know.
Yeah.
In the middle of this, she gets inspiration, and she finds it's like this little whiteboard that you would put on a refrigerator. It's like this little whiteboard you would put on a refrigerator. She draws something. It looks like a door and some shelves.
Yes.
And she doesn't, it doesn't mean anything to her except she says it's about Andy.
Yes.
Now, what has happened here is the Vatican guys they see her drawing, so they want to know, and she shuts the door on them, the kitchen door on them. But there's a servery in this kitchen that opens up into the living room.
Yes, and nobody sees Cheryl standing there.
Right. The Vatican guys don't go over to the servery, but Cheryl's standing there. Nobody sees her. And she sees what Grace is drawing. She manages to get a picture of it.
Yep.
And in the meantime, okay, Ben, Karima, and David, later, Ben, Karima, and David, and Cheryl, and Kristen are talking about this DF thing, this whole idea of, like, buying the stocks and the money gets cursed, you know. And we find out that Karima had bought 100 shares. She'd made like $1,000 off it. And she was followed home while she was walking home.
Yep.
And then the next morning when she left for work, she was followed again. But nothing's happened since then. So David's like, well, maybe it's not about, he thinks, maybe it's not this exchange. He's like, maybe it's not about the stock per se, like that's just part of it. But you have to do this other thing, which is passing on the stock, like giving the stock tip.
Yes.
Which is what this woman did for the yacht guy when she gave him the pen. And,
yep.
You know. So David's like, so Ben's like, oh, what do you mean? Like the ring? Seriously, right? And he's like, the ring, so the demon is basically operating like a B movie. Kristen is like, the ring is not a B movie. That's right, Kristen, it's not a B movie. I think people throw around the term B movie. Do you know what a B movie is? By definitionally, something with Naomi Watts and a giant budget is not a B movie. That was not a B movie.
A B movie is a bad budget.
It's a low budget. I mean, not necessarily bad, because there's some B movies that I love and near and dear to my heart, but
they're low budget.
They're low budget, and they have a very specific aesthetic and a quality of acting. And I assure you, The Ring is not a B movie.
No, it's not a B movie. I mean, I totally agree. It is not a B movie.
Yeah, Kristen, I got your back, girl. It's okay. I don't know, but maybe what's Ben's position on Star Trek? Is that Oscar, or, I'm sure he loves Star Trek.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, that's fine. The little fluffy fake tribbles or whatever, and the shitty computers on board the Star Trek or on board the Enterprise, that's fine, but The Ring is a B movie. Get the fuck out of here, Ben.
We don't know that's how he feels. He did give the guy in the Star Trek costume a couple episodes ago a nasty look. So
okay, all right, but still, it doesn't matter. The Ring is not a B movie.
No, it's not.
Okay, sorry. I love The Ring, so I had to. Anyway, all right. So Leland, Cheryl comes over. He's reading this book, The Coming Civil War, and he's like chuckling about it. I'm sure he is. Of course he is. She shows this picture to Leland. He knows all about Grace Ling, of course.
Yes.
And he's like, they know what it is. It's the closet where they're keeping Andy.
Yes.
And Cheryl says, you need to take care of him, Leland, meaning Andy. Cheryl's whole bag this whole premise, she just wants Andy gone because he is a thorn in her fucking side.
Yeah.
He just makes her life miserable. I mean, I don't even think she necessarily, I don't think it's any deeper than that. That, like, she is just a regular mother-in-law that doesn't like her son-in-law and just would rather not have to deal with him.
Yeah.
I think that is literally it with her. That's not how Leland decides he's going to take it, though. That's not how he's going to deal with it. He sees, we get this, he still has a little Feliz Navidad mouse that keeps all his little secret compartments.
Yeah, safe.
And he goes in there, he pulls out this big old knife. So, Ben, after they have this discussion about The Ring not being a B movie, we have Karima gives Ben the stock tip. She says, hey, Ben, buy the DF stock. So he buys the DF stock.
Yes.
Right? And that night, on the way home, sure enough, he's getting followed by this dark shape. And he panics a little because he starts to walk towards it and it backs up at first.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay. And he walks closer and then it walks back towards him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he kind of panics and he runs. So back with Kurt, and he's doing the Alouette, and he tells, fuck you, Satan, or whatever.
Yeah.
Because it's not working. He's never doing it quite right,
Yeah.
He does it slightly differently every time. So, like, you have to sing like you mean it, Kurt. That's the whole point. Laura, so he calls Kristen's house. Laura answers the phone, and he tells her, it's just Kurt. And Laura really recognizes his name from the book.
Yep.
And she's like, oh, you're the guy that wrote that scary story.
We love it. We need the ending.
Yes.
Please write more. When will the rest be done?
Oh, and this makes Kurt's day.
Oh,
he
yeah.
is so happy. And he's like hooting and hollering. He's like, all right, I'm going to keep writing, I'm like, okay. I don't know, man. I mean, like,
it's hilarious.
You're encouraged. I mean, were you going for YA? Was that what your audience was going to do?
Yeah.
I thought you were supposed to be writing a spiritual journey.
I thought so too.
It's still called like that weird from Valley to Manhattan or whatever.
Yeah.
Ben. Okay, so we last saw Ben running back into his apartment.
Yes.
Apparently he went back out that night. And he didn't see it at first, but it was still there. It was just a few blocks away. I guess it's circling around.
Yeah.
Now, Kristen goes ahead and buys some of this DF stock. She appears, she's very confident in her ability to handle the demon.
Which is terrific how she does it.
It is great. She goes up to a house. She knocks on the door. And who is there? But it's our little YouTube asshole grocery store man. And he's already got his phone out. This will stream live, bitch. And she's like, I want a truce. Look, I've got some stock information for you. I got a stock tip for you.
Yeah.
I'm like, so this, Kristen, you know what's going to happen to this man? You got so upset about killing LaRue. And now this guy who's just kind of like a general asshole, you're like, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Get your soul in order, girl. That's all I've got to say. Okay. So this thing that they did not know was going to, the thing that Grace told Cheryl she was not going to blame her for. Yes, Cheryl, I do not believe, thought this was going to be the end result of what happened.
Yeah.
So we see, Grace is staying in like a tower, basically, the princess of the tower.
Yeah, in the church.
In the
it's
church.
Up a tower next to David's room.
Yeah.
And she's staying up there. They're trying to keep her protected.
And she's got actual guards.
Yes.
Kind of. They're not great guards. And she knows something's coming. Like
she's having a vision.
She's having a vision. The guards have fallen asleep. We see them getting their throats cut.
Yes.
And then we see it's Leland.
Yep.
And he's coming up the stairs at her. He's coming up the tower. He's running the knife against the wall. And she gets on her knees and she prays. And she's praying for God to forgive Leland. I'm like, God can forgive Leland, but Leland will not. Leland's got to play along, and he's not going to.
Yeah.
So Leland gets there at the top of the tower. The door is locked, and she is still praying. And you're like, maybe is a locked door going to stop this man?
You would hope so.
The answer is no.
Sorry.
Yes. So he busts down the door. She is steady praying. He is getting ready to slit her throat, and Who did you think was going to save the day?
David.
I did too. It was not. It was Monsignor. Monsignor and David Monsignor and Leland start to scuffle. It ends up, we don't get to see a lot of it.
No, we don't.
But it ends up with Leland is wounded and limping away without having killed Grace. Monsignor is dead at the foot of the stairs.
Yes, he is. Grace is very upset.
Well, yeah. Again, it's a good scene. It solidifies Grace's character. That's all great. But again, I have the question: Monsignor, who seemed to be Leland's biggest fan, well above and beyond what he had to do to keep an eye on him. Is this did he have a realization this guy is way worse than we thought he was?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Or was he keeping an eye on it because he knew?
I think I would hope to say that he's keeping an eye on it because he knew, but yeah, it's really sad that Monsignor goes out that way. Yeah,
and it gets even sadder next episode. But we'll talk about that in the next episode because I do appreciate the way they handled it.
Yes.
I think it was well done.
Yeah, I do too.
What a way for Monsignor to go out, though.
Yeah, it was a hell of a way for him to go out.
I think it's wild that Leland went through all this trouble. He's killed at least 2 people to get to Grace, and he was there. He could have gone back up and did her in, and he didn't.
Yeah.
I guess he was more fucked up than we thought.
Yeah, and scared probably.
Scared, yeah, because I think once you made all this noise, it's like if David
somebody's about to get there. Yeah.
If David shows up, you're not taking David out like this.
No.
Great episode.
Yes, it was a great episode. I really liked that episode.
Great episode. The central mystery, which is the demon of money, the whole DF thing.
Yes.
Is incidental to this episode. It will become very important in the next episode. But we've gotten to the point of the series where the central stories barely matter. It's the all the other stuff going
on around. Definitely.
Where it's like the balance has shifted from the first season where it was really just about what's happening this week. It's shifted into full conspiracy mode now.
Yep.
Yeah. So anyway, do you have anything else to say about it?
I don't. It's a really good episode, though.
It is a great episode. One of my the end of the last episode was one of my favorite, or the end of the Parenthood episode was one of my favorite moments. But I think as a general episode overall, this is one of my favorite episodes.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so that will be it until next week when we talk about the finale of season 3.
Yes.
And until then, you can check out our other podcast, Deconstructing the Dark Passenger, the podcast about all things Dexter. We're talking about the villains of Dexter, getting ready for Resurrection Season 2. You can also check out Outside Food and Drink, which is our movie podcast, plenty of movies. We do about a movie a week, give or take. So go check that out. Follow us on our socials. Drop us a line. All that information will be in the show notes. Did you see it coming? Did you see Monsignor saving the day?
I did not.
I didn't either. Tell us what you thought. Tell us how you thought that whole Leland and the knife thing was going to go.
Yeah, please let us know.
Yeah. And until next week, we'll be talking about the finale.
Later.
Later.